Hey guys, welcome back to the React Native course. In this video, we are going to talk about list with API data. Basically, we are going to call an API and we're gonna create a table and we are going to show that. And on the table, we have gonna two options. The first option is called edit and the second option is called delete, which we're gonna cover in the next video. Okay, so let's see how we can make API call and render the data on the table. Okay, so let me open the VS Code. So you can see that this is the a simple component, app component which I had created already, and there's all you can see a app. Okay, so let me reload the app. Okay, so basically what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna create a table. Okay, and we're gonna fetch API call. So for the API we are using JSON server, so you can see that our JSON server looking like this. So what we had done here, we had created one key called users, and inside that users we have array of objects. So you can see that we have username, email, age, city. Okay, now we have almost 10 data. There's all the data you can create by yourself, or you can just tell to ChatGPT like create a JSON data of users. Okay, and after that what you have to do to run this JSON server, you have to type JSON server dash that watch and the file name and hit enter. So it will start running on localhost 3000. Okay, and this is our endpoint. I'm just copy this endpoint, and if I open this endpoint in the browser, let me open this endpoint on the browser, and I will show you. Like you can see that we all getting the data. Basically we have to fetch this API in our app. So let's see how we can do it. So I'm going to create a one function. I'm going to create one state called user state, where we're gonna set all the users state, set users. Okay, and we have use state hook, and by default it will be an empty array. Okay, now we going to create a function called const get all users. Okay, and I'm going to use async await method. Like async await looks more readable, that's why I'm using async await and arrow function. You can use dot and dot catch as also. Now I'm just going to copy this API URL, uh, which is my this one. And as you know that like localhost doesn't understand by emulator, so we have to use ngrok, or we have to use our IP address. So let me open my terminal and let me know what is my IP address. So I have to type IP config. So this is the my IP address, and let me copy this. Okay, and at the place of localhost I have to replace that. Now after that I'm going to open the try catch block. So if I get any error, so that will go into the catch block, and after that const response. Okay, and I'm using await and I'm using fetch. So I have to pass the API URL. Now once I get the response, I have to convert that response into the JSON format. So const data is equal to response dot JSON. Okay, once I get the data, you can console it as well. So I'm considering that data whatever we are getting, and when we have to call get all users function, whenever the component get mount on the UI, we have to call this method or function. So we have a use effect hook. So and that use effect will only run once when the component get mount on the UI. So this is the way we have to write a use effect, and we have to pass an empty dependency array, so that it doesn't run every time whenever the state change. It will only run first time when the component get mount. Okay, so you can see that we are getting the data like this. So I forget to add a await here, so let me add await, and you can see that we are getting the data. Okay, you can see this is the data. Age 30, city New York, email john@example.com. Now once we get the data, what we have to do, we have to set the data on set users state, and I have to pass this data. And if I console the users here and reload this, you can see that we are getting the array of objects. Okay, now after that if you get some error, so you can have a error as well here. Now after that we have to create a table. Okay, so I'm going to add a style as a styles dot styles styles dot container. Okay, now after that we're gonna have a one table row where we're gonna show three things inside the view. So first item will be inside the text will be uh, what name, and the second thing is called uh, username, name, email, uh, name, email, and we're gonna show city as well. Okay, so let's style this quickly, the header part. So oh my bad, so I'm going to put the text inside a one view for now. Okay, let's do like, okay, yeah, that also works. Okay, let's do like this. So we're gonna have a uh, you know three view as well. So we're gonna have a first view for a text, another text, you can like this, and again we have a one more view, and that is for city. Okay, so we can have a three view. Inside view we have a text component. Now let's style this as well. So I'm going to style as a styles dot table heading, a table head basically. And let's do that quickly. Container, the container color will be background color as a white for now. Okay, and let's do like this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna style the table head display as a flex direction will be row for now, and justify content will be space between. Okay, so you can see that we have name, email, city, and inside the content I'm going to give us some padding as well of 10 for now. So the padding will be horizontally, and this name, email. Okay, now let's add a some styling class name as well here. Styles dot uh, table heading text. Okay, now I have to replace this with all this text quickly, so you can see this. Yeah, now we can see that. Now let's style the text as well. Yeah, cool, not a big deal. I'm going to style this quickly. Okay, and inside the table heading text we have to color as a black. Okay, and yeah, color is a black, and font size will be 25 for now. I think it's looking well, not bad, not bad. So font size will be 25, and font weight will be 900. Let's give a 900. Oh, it's too big. I don't like 900. Let's make it 800. Okay, now the table head, let's give us some border with bottom border. So I'm going to give a border bottom. Okay, so let's give a bottom. My bad, I was doing a lot of typos. Bottom border bottom color will be CC. Okay, now border bottom width will be as well 1 for now, and you can see this looking too not good. So let's give it 0.8, and if I make it CC, now it's looking well, and let's make it 1. I think that will look more good. Okay, now we have name, email, and city. Now we have designed the table head. Now let's design a flat list where we're gonna render all the items. So I'm going to use flat list for now. Flat list. So flat list first props will have to pass called data, and we have data inside the user state. Second props will be render item where we gonna render the render item. So let's create a render item component as well, and inside this we're gonna return the any view, and that is a text like basically item as a just for render purpose. Okay, now the next item we have to pass called key, and inside key we have to sorry, my bad, we have the next props is called key extractor, which helps which we have to do like this item dot id. Okay, now after this we what we have to do, uh, quick fix this. Okay, now after this we have to make the table quickly here. So let's do the table. So here I will get the item. So if remove this console from here, reload this and just console the item, so you can see that we are getting all the items. Okay, so again we have gonna uh, three items as well. No, we gonna have a four items. We gonna have a one more called action as well. So action. Okay, so you can see name, email, city, and action. Okay, now let's copy this whole uh, whole view quickly, and let's style this as well. So instead of having a table head, so it's gonna be a table row. Okay, and the table row, let's style the table row as well. So table row will be display flex. Okay, and flex direction will be row again, and justify content will be space between. Okay, now you can see that we have space between. Now the table heading text will be become a table body text. Okay, and it's gonna be a more smaller font size. So let's do that. Uh, color will be a gray, something like that. Let's see how it's looking. Color will be gray. Font size, let's increase some font size. Font size will be 20 for now, and it's looking well, not so bad. And let's give some padding vertically as a 20 or 25. Oh my gosh, so let's give it 15. It's not looking so well. Now we have to do item dot name. Okay, and we can see that we don't have name, we have called username. So let's do item dot username. Okay, and we the next item called item dot email, we can have a item dot email, and you can see this is how looking. And we have called item dot, let's remove the city. Like if I remove add the city, so it doesn't looking well for the table. So we're gonna have only two fields for now, name and the city, name and email, and let's remove the city for now. Okay, now if I reload this, we can have you can see that we have a name and email. Okay, and let's decrease the font size because it's not looking too good as expected. So let's make it 12. Yeah, now it's looking well. So you can see that we have name, email, and action. Okay, now let's make it much more good by styling this table row. Table row will be have a border bottom border bottom. Color will be again CC, and border with border bottom width will be as well 1 again. And let's see, so you can see that we can see all this table perfect. So yeah, so this is how we can create a table. And in the next let's add things here as well. So we're gonna have a edit, and the next will be item is gonna be delete, and it's called action button. Let's name is action button, and let's style this as well. And let's make like this styles dot action button container. Okay, so how it's gonna look like, let me show you quickly, guys. So action button container will be displayed as a flex, and flex direction will be row for now. Okay, and now after that, what we gonna do, I'm gonna do action button styling as well. So we're gonna have a border width as a 1. Okay, border width as a 1, and border color will be CC again. And it's not looking so well, so let's add some mm, height will be, let's add some border radius as well. Border radius will be 20, and it's not looking well, so justify content will be space around. And let's give us some height as well. Height as well, it's 20 for now. Let's see how it's gonna looking. So it's not looking so well, so let's make height as a 40. Okay, height is a 40, and let's do align items center as well, so it's come up in the center. Okay, and justify content will be space between. Let's do a space between instead of space around, space between. So not looking so well. Okay, let's do something. Border radius will be 30 for now. uh okay, it's not looking so well as expected. uh Edit, delete. Let's do like, column will be looking better, I think, for now. Okay, so we're gonna have a one edit and delete, and add as a border width as a 1. Okay, and let's increase the height as a 60. If I do, no, let's do like this. Let's add some padding of 20. Oh gosh, padding will be 5. And the border radius is like, let's make it 5 as well. So we got the edit and delete button. It's looking not so well expected, but yeah. So let's summarize like what we have learned till it. So first, what we had done, we had created a JSON server which is looking like this, and we have run JSON servers watch db.json. Now we have created one function called get all users, and whenever we, let's add some more users for now. We can do have, okay, let's leave it. So you can see that we are calling a function called get all users inside the use effect. So when the use effect get called, whenever the component get mount on the UI, so at that point of time get all users method will be get called, a function will get called. So we are calling this function get all users. This is the async function. Okay, and we are using async await. You can use dot then dot catch as well if you want. And we are having a try catch block. If any error come up, so it will went to the catch block. So first, what we are defining a URL, const API URL. We are passing this IP address instead of passing localhost, because our emulator doesn't understand the IP address. Now after that, we are fetching that API URL, converting into the JSON format, and setting that data. We have created one table heading like name, email, action, and we are rendering the name, email, and action. So after that, we had created one flat list, and inside the data we are passing all the data, and after that we are rendering our component. Okay, render items is looking like that. We are getting the item here, and we have created one table row, and inside this we are getting item.username. So we are rendering that item.email, item and we are having edit and delete button. And we could make a color as a black. I think gray is not looking as good as should be. So yeah, so I think that's all in this video. In the next video, what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a delete API method. So Yeah, that's all in this video. See you guys in the next video. Thank you. Please let me know if you guys have any question. Thank you. Bye.